Welcome back to another Bittrex 24 video. My name is Vlad and I'm joined here today by my colleague.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and today we're hitting off a new series of videos or webinars, as you might call it, where we're gonna feature some new tools of Bittrex 24. They're probably new, something that we never covered before. And today we wanna start with a very hot feature. It's Bittrex 24 Sign. Yeah.
Yes, Bittrex 24 Sign is one of our newest features.
Yes.
And has become one of our most popular features. Now, Alex, as far as Bittrex 24 Sign goes, how would you explain the feature and how it works inside Bittrex 24?
Yeah, so in a nutshell, it's a very cool feature in Bittrex 24 because, of course, everybody knows the e-sign. It's probably an instrument that everybody needs right now, everybody uses right now all over the world in many countries. In many businesses, it's like a requirement to work with e-sign.
Sure.
And in Bittrex 24, we have it integrated within the system, and it's very cool that it works together with a CRM, with other instruments of Bittrex 24 ecosystem, like tasks maybe, calendars, and you can work with it anywhere you want. But one of the coolest features of Bittrex 24 Sign, it can work also separately. So if, for example, you're selling this product to a company that doesn't need CRM, it can work with Bittrex 24 Sign even without CRM, like easily.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, like as you just explained, from how I understand it, you can actually integrate Bittrex 24 already in the portal and or maybe use it just completely separate if maybe you aren't using the Bittrex 24 ecosystem. Is that correct?
Yeah. So Bittrex 24 Sign works with the CRM. So for example, if you have a deal with some customer and you want to sign a document with them, you can just push the button sign, and all the data from this deal will be uploaded to a new document that you want to send to a person we are signing.
Okay.
But if you don't have a deal, you can just go to the special block. First of all, Bittrex 24 Sign is a special instrument. It has its own block on the left menu, and you can just push the sign button, just upload the document you want to sign. We have a master that give you the hints, like how it works, so you wouldn't make an error, and it's a very simple master. And you just upload the document you want to sign. It can be a PDF, it just can be a text document, or it just can be a simple document that you already printed, or your like other company send it to you. You can just take a picture of it, upload to your computer, and just upload to Bittrex 24 and use it for signing.
I mean, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And I know I've actually looked around and I've seen many other companies and many other features that companies are trying to implement with the e-signature. And a lot of the times it is very pricey.
Yes.
As somebody, if you're a small business and maybe back in the day you had lots of paper, lots of clients, lots of things you needed to sign and send over.
Yeah.
How much money are you going to save with Bittrex 24 by using Bittrex 24 Sign? And is it more affordable and better for your business in the long run? What would you say about that?
Well, I would say, like, long story short, of course you save a lot of money. Bittrex 24 probably has one of the most reasonable price in the market for all its tools. Like there's no two ways about it, probably.
Sure.
So one of the coolest features of Bittrex 24 Sign that the product has it already in the free plan. Most competitors don't have it like on a free plan.
Sure.
Yeah, and about the pricing, well, we can do the simple math. Like for example, you have a company of 50 people, and you wanna buy a plan of Bittrex 24. Like you can buy the best plan we have, like enterprise, like for 250 people, and it will cost you like $4.99. Or you can use another product where you can probably always pay for a seat for a one user, and it might cost you like about $20. It's like the average price on the market.
Sure.
So you pay $4.99 for 250 users in Bittrex 24, or you pay already $1,000 for 50 users in other product. And Bittrex 24 has Sign already integrated in the system. In many other products, you need to pay for the integration, pay for an app that enables working with the e-sign, and the price can go up to $300. I've seen the integrations that cost like $300. It's like the whole Bittrex 24 subscription, basically.
Yeah.
So $499 here, or almost $1,500 here. So
Yeah.
you do the math.
And what I liked what you said right there, what got my attention, it's free. So if you're starting out and you do have a lot of papers, you want to kind of switch over, you maybe want to
Yeah.
just try it out. I think Bittrex 24 sign is definitely the way to go, especially with your point here. You can escalate your business and you can build
Yes.
as much as you want, and you'll already be ready for it. Another point that I like that you touch with as well, the integration. It's already there. Like you said,
Yeah.
on the left-hand side of the menu, you go in there, you can actually choose, all right, I want a PDF, I want an image, whatever document it is, from NDAs to sales contracts, invoices, all that will
Yeah.
be right there in that left-hand block. So like I said previously, it is completely outstanding by itself as a product and a feature,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it completely integrates into the Bittrex 24 cloud and everything you do with it. So here's kind of going to be another thing I want to bring up here. A lot of people might be new to the e-signature format and how
Yeah.
it works. So what I want to know a little bit more is what is the legality of it and the security behind the e-signature in Bittrex 24?
Yeah, that's actually a great question because for many companies that like starting using e-sign in their businesses, it's the primary problem that might have, the primary worry they might have. Is it
Yeah.
legal? Is it safe? Like, let's touch the legal point first of all. Every country has its own laws, its own legal rules, but many of them already support working with electronic signature. It's like an equivalent of your handwriting. So it depends on what document you want to sign, because Bittrex 24 sign already works with like NDAs, your deals, your invoices, even like real estate purchases. So it's completely legal, but you should consult some lawyers, some legal specialists
Sure.
to see how it works. Because, for example, in some countries, I know that you need to sign a real paper document with some company that they are ready for the e-signature process. And you do this for a long run. So you sign it for once and just you have the permission forever. So yeah, it's completely legal, but we insist of you to consult with some lawyers to see how can you use it, like not to have any fees or something like that.
Yeah, no, especially I read up on this a little bit. With Bittrex 24, US and EU, it is allowed to have an
Yeah.
e-signature there. As far as we go in security-wise about the e-signature, what I noticed in the Bittrex 24 e-signature and what I liked, you basically, when you attach a signature, you have different versions of the signature you can attach.
Yeah.
And then you can actually see this is the format I want, this is where it went in, and inside of the document, there's only one person who's allowed to basically attach the signature who's
Yeah.
responsible for the document. So as far as legality goes and security goes, both hand in hand, especially in Europe and in the United States, you
Sure.
should not be too worried about that.
Absolutely.
Because with that Bittrex 24 sign, it's almost like you have a double authorization when you do attach any signature to any document. So here you're safe. And of course, if you are maybe outside of Europe or the United States, like you said, Alex, maybe consult a lawyer
Yeah.
or somebody and they'll give you the exact details of how to proceed. But right now with Bittrex 24, everything is legal and the most secure that it can be, especially with us on the cloud and so on.
Yeah, and you made a great point that one person can have a permission to sign the document. Because in many companies, like for example, I'm a CEO in a company.
Sure.
Of course, I ain't gonna prepare the document for myself. I just put in my signature and decide whether we're paying this money or not. And that's what you can do in Bittrex 24 sign. For example, your manager is preparing the document, and you as a CEO, you just sign it and make the decision. So we fully support this system, so you can do this like for sure.
Sure. Now, we did just talk about the affordability of
Yeah.
Bittrex 24 sign, but if we're talking to our partners right now and we want to promote maybe buying a higher plan,
Yeah.
what would be the benefits of getting Bittrex 24 sign on maybe a professional plan
Yes.
or maybe one of the enterprise plans? What would be the more positives of that?
Yeah, like we said earlier, you can fully work with the Bittrex 24 sign on a free plan, but that's not how we work. And of course, our partners should understand how to sell this product better. And in higher plans, you can have more ways to communicate with your customer more ways to sign the document, because in a free plan you can do this only via email.
Sure.
But on the higher plans you can work with text messages and WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is super hot feature for our Latin American clients and Brazil, of course. It works on not only with the signing but also with notifications. Something is sent, something is written, so you can also work it on the higher plans. CRM integration, the one that we talk about, the ecosystem, is also on a higher plans. Automation, it's a cool feature of Bittrex 24 Sign. It has its own automation, like deals, like your leads in Bittrex 24.
Yes.
So Bittrex 24 Sign had its own automation rules, triggers. It's cool. And only on enterprise plan we have the access to API, so you kind of have all the way how you can change the product and just customize it any way you want it. So it's only on a higher plans. And for big companies, of course, they need their own customization. So if you see that this company needs it, you should always like offer the higher plans. Like the features that are on the higher plans, they are super cool and will let you get the most from this already working great instrument, you know.
Yeah, 100%. What you said there really touched base with me here. If you are somewhere higher up in the company and you have managed with paper documents,
Yes.
you understand how much of a hassle it is and how much time you lose. Basically, you lose each day by just saying, okay, I need to get this signed. You lose a day by sending it over. By the time somebody gets it on their end, okay, they send it back. You get it back, what happens? There's an error. Maybe the date's not right.
Yeah.
That whole process gets restarted. So when we are pushing with some of the higher plans, this is why automation is so big. Because without the automation, you're manually moving the document saying, okay, it's sent, I move the document over, then you keep on going on with the process.
Yeah.
But with your automation triggers, like you said, it's already built in, especially if you have an enterprise
Yes.
plan, it's already built in, integration is there, and the trigger and automation is ready for you. So let's say every month you have an invoice that comes in for set company, whatever it is. You'll have an automatic trigger that says, invoice comes out first of the month, we need to get the signature by this person here and sent over.
Absolutely, yeah.
And on the other side, when that company does send it over, they see that, okay, they opened it, they made some sort of changes to the document. You get an automatic trigger on your side, says the document's coming back, and you can process and get it signed in your company, and everything's good to go. So here you're basically saying, the higher you're buying a plan with Bittrex 24 Sign, you're actually going to get much more than just the simple free version, but
Yeah.
you're getting the whole integration into the ecosystem. You're getting the whole integration inside of your company. And then at the end of the day, you're signing documents faster, you're making more deals, and what? You're making more money.
Absolutely.
So I think, like you said, from scalability, from affordability and price, into what Bittrex 24 Sign does and offers, I think it's a no-brainer to start from at least the professional plan and onward.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's how I just look at it. And I think that's from affordability, when you look at some of the competitors, as we said previously,
Yeah.
alone, you know, some companies are just charging alone to get an e-signature for your company
Absolutely.
over a couple $1,000s. So if you can integrate this already with your Bittrex 24, your scalability is over 250 users, you're ready to go for the
Yeah.
next couple of years. So
Yeah, it's very easy to promote these features on the higher plans because they're really understandable. Like probably everyone right now know what e-sign is. They
Yes.
know that it brings a lot of benefits, and like you just named them. But on the higher plans, you get great tools that are very understandable for any Bittrex 24 user. And like when we talk about the automation, it's probably the same one you have in deals or leads. So it's very understandable if you're already worked. But if you're just a newbie there, like I don't think it's going to be very hard for you at all.
exactly. So there's really, I mean, as far as if you have a new client, you can say, look, I want to try the e-signature. You know, you have a mom and pop shop that been just running up, I don't know, killing trees left and right by the amount of paper they're signing every single day. So when you try to basically offer them a package, you don't want to say, okay, you just need Bittrex 24 Sign, take the free version, try it out.
Yeah.
No, you can say, you can scale your whole business from the enterprise package. You have a Business 24, Bittrex 24 signature ready for your product. So I think here it's more about when companies try it out and they see how well it works, right away you see that you need the
Yes.
benefits of the enterprise and the professional package. So I think it's a no-brainer here.
Yeah, and the benefits of like e-sign in general are really understandable. You save a lot of time, you save a lot of money, you save costs on like paper, pens, like your administrative stuff, the delivery. You don't have to waste money there. And like you told me previously, like you saved like 1 day for the signing, and
The time, that's impeccable. Yeah, that's great.
yeah, and when you did, like, imagine a bigger picture, like it's like 1 day per week, but like 52 days per year. It's like you have 2 months of advantage, like, and it's great. You can be behind for 2 months, or you can be ahead of 2 months. Like, it's very easy to make this choice. You want to be ahead of 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely, Bittrex 24 Sign, that's, I think right now, it's one of our newest features, but from all the requests we're seeing, I think it's slowly becoming our most popular feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here, like, I think we have to give it up to the interface of the Bittrex 24 Sign, how you can simply use it alone, or you can integrate it inside of your Bittrex 24 ecosystem. So as far as the Bittrex 24 Sign goes, what is another big advantage that you would say if you had a business that you would say, listen, this is why you need Bittrex 24 Sign?
Well, first of all, it's absolutely unlimited. So if you promote the higher plans, like Bittrex 24 Sign has probably no limitations at all. And it's good comparing to all other competitors, because even on the higher plans of other products, there are some limits on, for example, documents you can sign. Mm-hmm. Like you have like 100 documents you can sign on even the enterprise plan. Like we don't have it. Bittrex 24 already has no limitations at all. Yeah, so it's one big advantage that helps you scale your company and scale, like always scale. Don't stop it. Always scale a company. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as Bittrex 24 Sign goes, I think that might be everything that needs to get covered. What do you think, Alex?
I would also want to touch one point, because we were talking about the security. Mm-hmm. It's a very delicate question. Like, for example, when you sign the document, mm-hmm. you want to know if it's the same document that you, for example, sent to the second party. Mm-hmm. Like, was it changed? Or like you don't want to know that one digit was missing or the address was changed. And Bittrex 24 supports a great feature. It's called Integrity Check. Mm-hmm. So every document has its own ID, its own QR code, so you can scan it and then check that the document you're planning to sign did not change at all. Yeah. Nobody added like new sentences, changed any data. So it's a very important feature, especially for someone who starts. Like, it's also a question that might make you nervous.
Sure.
Yeah.
How reliable is it? Of course, people are going to have questions when they're not.
Is this document legit? So Bittrex 24 covers this, and you always might be sure that it's okay, and this is the same document you signed and you was planning to sign. So.
Yeah, that's very nice that you did bring that point up, because as far as in our interface in the portal goes, you can actually choose where you want to insert your signature. Absolutely. So when you go into that Bittrex 24 Sign, you can put, look, I want our customers to sign here, and this is where I need my people to sign here. And then, like you said, anytime any movement is made in that document, it's almost like a double authentication where they says, look, third party, they signed the document, this is where they signed, this is how they signed it. And if it doesn't add up with you right away, you can get in contact with them, maybe resend them the document, or say, okay, we need to fix this. And in the document redactor, you can actually go in and fix it right away. Yeah. So you don't have to basically print out a document, send it over, reprint it, resend it. Everything is there, and it's safe, secure, and you're already familiar with it because all your documents are there with it too. So you're saving that huge stack of papers. Yeah. Nothing's going to get lost in that huge stack of papers. And anytime any little simple mark, anything is made to that document, right away, you get a notification says this is what happened to it, and you're on top of the ball and you know how to proceed. Again, we're saving money, we're saving time, all with the beautiful Bittrex 24 Sign.
Yeah, and also a cool feature that every sign is like a deal, so it has the same interface. And as you know, in the right part, there is like a timeline, if something was changed, what was working with the sign. And you can always see, like, for example, we send a document to the second party, and they looked at it, but never signed it. So in this case, our manager can make a call, like, guys, what's going on? Like, maybe you don't like our offer or something like that. So the system will will help you to sign the document. Your conversion will go higher.
Yes.
And you don't have practically to like look at everything. The system will already help you with that.
Yeah, that's very good that you brought that up as well, because when your sales people are working and you see maybe you have a whole bunch of different people, you know, sending out, signing documents, but maybe you see that one person is getting a much higher conversion rate. Maybe all his documents are getting signed within a couple of hours. Then right away you go into your analytical CRM system, you see this guy, wow, all his documents, he sends them out, they're already signed within the hour. While your other sales associates, it might take a day or 2 or 3. So these little advantages and these little things that you see how your sales team is working, again, you're going to increase sales, you're going to decrease the time that they have to work on it, and at the end hopefully you're just going to make more money from it.
Absolutely, yeah, and the system does everything for you. You just need to make the decisions. And also a great feature of Bittrex 24Sign that we forgot to cover is that it's fully supported on your mobile device.
Yeah,
it's super cool. For example, your manager is selling a house and you somewhere making a real estate deal. And like the customer is like, I'm loving this house, I want to buy it. And you just sign it on the cell phone and it's all done. The deal is covered. So, and it works for the person who signed it and for you. So you can just send the document from your phone. And it's super cool. Yeah.
Right. And of course, like we said, I'm not sure if we touched this previously, but there are 3 types of versions you can actually, how you sign the document.
Yeah.
You can actually have a hard signature where you get the box. You can physically sign the signature. You can actually just enter your name and the computer will generate a signature as well. Or you could just always import a photo of your signature. So here, if you have a beautiful signature that you use, maybe with all your emails, everything, you don't have to mess that up. Import into that Bittrex 24Sign. You're good to go there as well. So, I mean, we're just seeing lots of pluses, and we're seeing why this feature is such a popular one and how it came out and how many positive reviews and feedbacks we are getting on it. So it's very nice to see.
Yeah, and it's super flexible for all parties, for you and for people who sign it. We support everything you can do to make your life better. Yeah, it's super flexible tool, and I think we want to work on it even more. We want to update it because we understand that this feature will get even more popular with time. Like we said, all the benefits, like even for saving environment and saving trees. Yeah, it's like billions of trees within years we can save, and of course all these initiatives always go further, and we gotta take care of it. So electronic signature will only become more popular in all countries.
Yeah. And I think with Bittrex 24, I think our electronic signature, the Bittrex 24Sign, it's only going to become more powerful as long as we go with it. Do you have any more comments that you would like to say to maybe our partners, to the Bittrex 24 audience out there?
Well, we just want you to promote this feature because it makes the whole Bittrex 24 ecosystem even more powerful, even more strong and fit in all businesses. And signature with the CRM or without CRM, it's almost for everyone. So, and it's very easy to sell the higher plans because the benefits of higher plans are super understandable and it's super easy to explain them like we did today. So I hope our video was helpful, and we want to do it even more, not only with Bittrex 24Sign. Of course, we have already some requests and some plans for other videos, but we really need your feedback. We really need you to write us back what was good, how we can make this product even better, and what Bittrex 24 tools you want us to cover in future. Yes.
Again, thank you guys. We appreciate the time. And I hope you like the new setup. We're trying to be a little bit more casual. So, like I said, like Alex said, if you have any requests, any features, share the video and please promote Bittrex 24Sign because it's only going to help you and it will help your clients build a bigger and stronger business. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. Take care.